So could you pass up somebody willing to invest $2,000 into you? That's what I'm offering with this Patreon triple play that I have been advertising for the last month or so. I've kind of changed these promotions as I've seen, some people very interested in this, tons of inquiries, but nobody really following through with a ton of purchases. So I thought to myself, what needs to change here? There's a lot of ball pythons available. I sold stuff pretty quickly throughout the summer, but everything has since stalled. So I thought to myself, how can I make something that people literally can't refuse? And that's where we're at now. This is an offer that you can't refuse. And what I'm offering to you guys, from a business standpoint and kind of like a mentor standpoint as well, is that for one price, for $9.99, I am offering you guys a ball python. I'm offering you guys a full year of my Patreon top tier, which is basically a mentorship, basically full access to me, within reason, for anything you need, whether it's, should I buy this snake? Should I do this pairing? Which snakes should I invest in? Which projects should I invest in? What is the idea of this snake? How do I incubate an egg? Anything you need, you can come to me directly for. That's what that Patreon top tier is. Plus everything else that's included inside of the Patreon. On top of that, I'm giving every single person who doesn't win the grand prize of the raffle, every single person a $500 gift card to my store to use next season on any snake regularly priced that's a 2024 hatchling. That's $500 free to use on anything. And there's going to be one lucky person who's going to win the Banana Urban Camo male along with a proven breeder, 13 egg layer, enormous 3,000 plus gram super pastel, black pastel female. That's what I'm willing to do. That's what I'm willing to invest to get you guys into my group, into my Patreon, into my mentorship, to try to move this hobby, to move this business forward. And I was kind of thinking to myself, what's a good way to explain this to people? Because my issue sometimes is that I can be long-winded. I can take too long to explain something. I'm thinking a little too hard about something, and I understand the concept, but I'm not chiseling it out. I'm not really making it refined. I'm not delivering it in a way that people can understand it. So I've thought about that a lot, and I've started using Bard, B-A-R-D. It's like Google's AI, to really kind of help me kind of flesh out my ideas. So I went to Bard today. I spent quite a few hours. I had my wife help me as well, try to talk through these ideas. And I came up with a pretty simple motto for Snake Limited for me and what I'm trying to do. And that is morph together. Now what that means is that me as the business owner and you as my customer, I want us to morph together. I want us to grow together. As my business grows and becomes bigger and gets me a better life, I want to make sure that the people that have purchased from me are doing the same thing. I don't want to see you guys buy a snake from me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and still have no idea what you're doing. I'm trying to make sure that my clients, my patrons, are growing with me. That doesn't mean that you need to invest the crazy amounts of money that I've invested into snakes. Even if you're just trying to breed 3, 4, 5, 6 snakes. If you want to breed 50 snakes, I can still help you with that. I can still help you make sure that you're not still breeding and producing normals 3 or 4 years into it. So you're still only producing banana pieds 3 or 4 years into it. I was doing that my first year, and I knew it was the wrong thing to do. Right now, in my 5th year, I have produced 50 plus holdbacks, 100 plus snakes that I've sold or will be selling, and nothing, absolutely nothing that I've produced or held back doesn't have a recessive in it. Everything I'm holding back is either clown het pied, or ultramel het pied, or pied het ultramel, or double visual clown pieds, or double visual hypopieds that are pos het black xanthic. There's nothing that I've produced that doesn't have a recessive gene in it. And that's where guys should be aiming to be. And if I could prevent you guys from starting off where I started off at, then you guys are going to be far better off, and you're going to get a better launch into your future of your ball python breeding hobby or business. So when I'm asking you guys, can you pass up a $2,000 investment? The answer is no. And that $2,000, the way it breaks down is that I'm, with this triple play, I'm giving you guys Patreon for a year, the $100 tier. That's $1,200. I'm giving you a $500 gift card to use next year, so that's $1,700. I also cut down the price of the snake purchases from $1,300 to $1,000. That's another $300. That's your $2,000. That's money that I'm not getting from these memberships. And yes, you could say, well, some of these people wouldn't join Patreon to begin with. That's fair, but you do realize that with that membership, I'm giving you guys my time. That costs me something. And I guarantee you that I'm going to give all of you guys more than $1,200 worth of my time over the course of the next 12 months. So while I'm still fleshing out the motto of morph together, I think it works. I like it. Obviously, it has some, it relates back to the hobby, to the profession, and people can interpret it however they'd like. But the way that it's meant from me is that we're growing, we're evolving together in a relationship, and it's, starts off as a business owner and a customer, but eventually I'll probably literally become friends with some of you people. I know I have some clients that I speak to on a regular basis. I probably need to do a better job of doing that. I am pretty much a lone wolf as it is, and I have a hard time keeping in contact with people. But I honestly love talking snakes. That's really what I love to do. I don't really have anything else in my life that I'm like so diehard passionate about that I want to talk to and surround myself with other people. So I love doing this. I love talking about all the crazy combos. I love talking about the ups and downs of breeding. I love talking about, what you should and shouldn't buy. That's probably my number one strength in all of this, is like I literally know what everything should be priced, and it's very easy for me to analyze what a good value, what a good price is. I have a list saved in my Morph Market store of 10 plus snakes right now that I'm like, you know what? I really want to sell some snakes so that I have the funds to go buy those snakes, because those are a really good price for me and they fit into what I'm looking to do. I hope you guys have that vision, but you probably don't yet. And I'm here to help you do that so that someday you don't need my help. But you probably do now. And for $1,000, this is well worth your investment, because you get the snake, you get Patreon, plus you get a $500 gift card or a banana urban camo. There's only been 2 ever produced as far as I'm aware. There's only been 1 ever listed on Morph Market, and it was listed for $10,000. Somebody that signs up for Patreon right now during this triple play event is getting it absolutely free. So again, I know I kind of ripped on myself earlier saying that this was, I have an issue being long-winded, and this is probably a little long-winded, but I really wanted to talk to you guys and girls, the people that are trying to grow. The people, it doesn't matter if you have one snake, or if you haven't even bought your first snake yet. It doesn't matter if you have 50 snakes. If you're looking to grow your business or make a nice hobby out of this, but you're completely lost, you're spinning your tires, you don't know what to do, you don't know if you're making the right choices or buying the right snakes or spending the right money, I'm talking to you. I want you in my Patreon. I want you to be a part of this group. I want to connect with you guys. I want to connect you with the other people in this group that are like-minded so that we can all make sure that we're taking the right step forward and not contributing to this overpopulation of 47,000 ball pythons that are currently listed on Morph Market. You don't want to be lumped in with the people that are breeding $100, $200, $300 snakes and that's it. You want to be with the people that are selling $1,000 snakes, $1,500 snakes, $2,000 snakes. And you can't do that if you're just breeding a pied to a black pastel pied. So I want to show you guys how to shape those projects, how to build them out. I want to show you guys what a good price for a snake is and how to get that good price, how to negotiate even at times. And those are things that we can talk about behind closed doors, inside of the community of the Patreon. So really give it a good hard think about whether or not this is for you. I have a limited number of snakes. Once I sell out this inventory, this event is going to be over. So nobody else after this is going to be getting the $500 gift card or the raffle ticket or the free year-long subscription to Patreon. I have 1 or 2 clutches that are still coming out, so I might throw some of those snakes into this. I might add a couple spots, but once this is done, once I sell out, that's it. I'm not doing this. I might do it again next year if there's stuff left over at the end of next year, but this is not something I'm going to be running on a regular basis. So, I mean, you're spending $1,000 and you're getting a $2,000 reinvestment back into yourself. So you need to invest in yourself, and this is the best way to do it.